Police in several states are ramping up their search for the suspect believed to have murdered at least 18 people in Maine Wednesday night. Investigators searched the last known home of 40-year-old Robert Card yesterday. Neighbors saw flashing lights and heard yelling and loud bangs, but Card was not there. Police have announced the U.S. Army reservist is facing at least 8 counts of murder. That number will rise as more of the victims are identified. Officials say Card is armed and dangerous. The mass shooting happened at a bowling alley and bar in Lewiston. The small community is reeling from the attack. Police say they have received more than 500 tips and leads, but they also say they're concerned about the investigation as time passes.
Every minute that this goes on, we're more and more concerned, because what's the next thing that's going to happen? And we understand that, and that's why we're working 24/7 to bring this individual to justice and to try to bring some closure and overall safety to our communities. So yes, we feel that just as much as the community member does or anybody else. This is a privilege. This is an honor we have to do something about these tragedies when they occur.
CBS News Chief National Affairs and Justice Correspondent Jeff Pegues joins us now from Lewiston, Maine, and we know that was your question that we just heard his answer. Jeff, you're just outside the boat launch search area. What's the situation like right there, and what's unfolding?
You can see the intensity of the manhunt right now because this is the boat launch behind me. They found a car connected to the suspect here, and that's why what we're going to see today is law enforcement, divers, law enforcement searching the banks of this lake to see if they can find any evidence, to see if they can find any signs of Robert Card. Let me just show you what's behind me here. This is more or less a staging area. You see that huge MRAP. It's an armored vehicle, the kind of vehicle that you typically find in war zones, but some police departments have them now too. Some agencies have them now too. This is not connected to what's going on here along the shoreline. However, should they spot the suspect, this is the kind of vehicle that you will see at least close to the scene of wherever a standoff might occur. And so you have the heavy equipment here, you have divers in the water, all part of the manhunt for Robert Card. And you heard officials say there that they're concerned about timing because the more time that passes, the harder the search becomes. It might sound counterintuitive, but that's the way these things work. Time is of the essence, and so they're putting as many resources as they can into this manhunt right now.
Jeff, CBS News has learned that the gun found in Robert Card's abandoned vehicle was legally purchased. What more do we know about this?
Well, he was heavily armed. You can probably see that in some of the images that we have of him in going into the sites where he shot all those people. So investigators have been tracing his weapons, trying to see how he got them. Of course, this one was legally purchased. And while that does give investigators something to go on, it doesn't give them a lot to go on. But you have them chasing down the firearms, you have them chasing down their contacts. They're also trying to get warrants to search properties connected to the suspect. And so what you have is the full force of law enforcement. You have federal agents, both FBI, ATF helping with this manhunt, and then you have all these state and local agencies as well, trying to follow up as many leads as they possibly can. As you said in the outset, they've been getting tips. And sometimes tips don't help because they flood the call system. But in this case, they want to get tips from the public. If you see something, say something, is one of those refrains that we hear often from law enforcement in situations like this. But it is more pressing in this situation, because you have a suspect out there who is considered armed and dangerous, and they want to get him off the streets.
Jeff, what are law enforcement officials telling you in terms of what kind of an advantage the suspect has now that almost 2 days have gone by? As you mentioned, this search is so critical. You know, time is of the essence right now. Is it considered that Card has an advantage?
I wouldn't say he has an advantage. He's probably running. You'd have to think that he's running scared right now, because there is an awful lot of attention on him, and that attention is armed too. And of course, I'm talking about the law enforcement that's in place here. However, he does have an advantage in that he knows what he wants to accomplish. He knows what his end game is. Now, that's what law enforcement is trying to figure out here. And they're also trying to see, is he still alive? Because there is a possibility here, and this is something that they factor into this manhunt. Is he still alive? Did he take his own life at some point? Because typically in searches like this, you know, you have a suspect who may run out of food, may need cash, may try to get to an ATM or something like that, and all those things can flag law enforcement. And so the question is, and that's the big question everybody knows, where is he right now? And that's why you have this large presence here. And as I said, timing is of the essence, and that's why police tell us they're working 24 hours a day to track him down, to get him off the street. And another factor here is this community is on edge. They're on edge, and public officials want to bring an end to that. They still have a shelter-in-place order for some parts of this community, and so there's a lot of tension. Businesses are closed down, and so people are going to start getting antsy in these communities. They're going to want to start getting out, start opening up their businesses. And so law enforcement is not only working against time to track the suspect down, but working against time because there's pressure on this community as well.
All right, Jeff Pegues, thank you very much. We appreciate it.